Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel. I'm still out in my caravan, but I have been home and got my my router with a lot of Wi-Fi in, so I can do a little bit of a longer recording for you. So I have been a bit crazy the last few days, so I have been making these collage paper with a lot of color in it, even orange, and that's very crazy for me. But these are papers that I can cut out, I can rip them, and I can put them on ephemera that I want to have a bit more color than usual, maybe in the flower journal. And this is another one. So you can always cut out pieces and you can rip it and use parts of it just for giving your ephemera some color. But tonight I'm going back to making pieces that I also can cut out and put in the journal that is a bit more soft and neutrals. So let's paint. I will probably not talk so much while I'm painting, but you can at least see what I'm doing and follow along, keep me company. That's something I always like. So no rigor at the moment, I think. So let's go with these three. 7, 4 and 3. I think that will work nicely. So I'm going to do some background color first, just in some brown colors. So I'm just going to prepare some browns to use in different tones. I don't have any big palette with me out in the forest where I am at the moment. I spilled some coffee this morning on this one, if you wonder why it's brown, but I don't mind that. Maybe some black too. For now, see what we have in this one. Maybe some other brown. Okay, let's see. So let's start with just making some background colors. Then we will give them some shadows. Piece of paper in case I do some over painting, as I just did. Maybe this was a little bit big, but I like this tip of it. You can go very thin if you would like to. I like to have these pieces when I do nature journals and flower journals. It's perfect to take pieces off and also to cut out in a whole piece. And decorate with. And leave it peeking out in some way. And I'm just putting in a few other colors so it will get some more natural look. And I have just doodled these flowers from my mind. I haven't... you can go and, if you don't want to sketch like this, you can just go and pick out some book about herbs and take some tracing paper and make it that way. But as you can see, this is just for play. Nothing is perfect. It's just for fun. I need my absorbent sponge so I can pick up a bit of color if I want to. Smooth some edges out. Then I'm just going to take some water and splash on like this, so it's not so even. I just took an ordinary pencil first, as that's erasable, in case I'd want to change my mind, which I did in a few spots. And then I took my fine liner that is water resist, so it will stay in place even if you put water on it. So should we go for something grey maybe, in different tones? That's fun. You can use salt if you want to have some patterns in your leaves, but leave it to dry naturally. When you put on salt, it needs some time to do its thing. So I haven't been working on my journals yet. I have just played since I got here. I have done some ephemera with embroidery, textile and sticks. So you probably have seen, if you are following me, in some short recordings. I have been concentrating on taking walks on the beach with Nico. Today we went to the forest and took a really long walk, or really long, but at least for me. We went around the lake, so it was 5 kilometers. And that's long for me with my fibromyalgia. So we saw some fun birds, and Nico was without his leash, but good enough, he's not chasing any birds, so I could relax and just walk and have fun, and he was playing in the forest. That's nice. I'm leaving a few white spots just for fun. I think it gives it a bit more life. It looks natural. I maybe will go in a bit later with some more color too. putting in just some water here to give the leaf some structure and texture. Just checking so I'm in frame. So I have covered up this awful yellow table that is in my caravan, so I have white papers with gesso on all over. I'm going to do paint some pages for the journal directly on the paper, so they are originals in the journal. So I have gessoed some of the ordinary copy papers. So let's go back to some different browns. I really like this dark brown, but then I think I want to have some Payne's grey. That was not Payne's grey. Where do I have my Payne's grey? This was totally too blue. There we go, maybe. It's at least very dark blue. So maybe the blue first. Blue tone, and then go in with brown on top of it. So let's see, where did I have any textile? Under the brushes, of course. Okay, let's just do like this. I just want a tone of blue, but I want this dark one, so I'm painting and taking it away. And as always, do what you need to get what you want. So if you need a certain color and want to have it, and you can just get it from taking it off, then do that. It's totally okay. Nothing is no. You can just do whatever you want. It's your painting, and the most important thing is to have fun. So don't think so much about what people think or people should do or what you have read somewhere. Just do your thing and have fun. It took me a long time before I realized that just because someone is painting in a certain way, I don't need to do the same thing to get the same result. I can do it my way, and that's good enough. So let's take a smaller brush and go in with some brown. I can't say why, but I like this combination with the blue and the brown. It's something about it that it makes it look soft and warm. So I hope you have a nice week too. We are celebrating midsummer in Sweden this Friday, so it's a holiday. But we are not going to celebrate any special. We are going to be here out with the caravan and just enjoy the silence, and we are not going to make any efforts for doing something special because it's midsummer. It will probably rain anyway. It always do when we are going to celebrate with flowers and things in summer. Now I was a bit pessimistic, but it has been so cold here. The rain has been falling down in big amounts, and then the sun is coming up again, and then it's raining and the sun is coming up. So you need to have a different kind of clothes when you go outside. It changes very quickly. Making some of them a little bit darker and making some imaginary shadows. I'm so bad at shadows. I don't have a clue what I'm doing, but I'm having fun. That's most important. Enjoying my painting. So I'm going in with a little bit of brown just to give it a little warmth. Then I'm actually going to use some white gouache and just put in a little bit in some places. It gives a nice touch. Most people will probably not even notice it, but it gives a texture that is nice. It dries almost transparent, so you need to have it quite thick to see it. It's the same with that one. Small details can do a lot in the right space, in the right place. Almost like a little highlight when you put it on the stem or on an edge. Splatter in some. And then just for fun, I'm going to do a little bit of at least on this one, a little bit of scribbling text. Not that pen. Where is my other one? I did have two here. I think it was this one. Need to check. Yes. Try to not go into the color too much. I don't know why, but I like this little decoration. Try to get it in when I cut it out, but sometimes I don't, and sometimes I will. And sometimes I'm doing it inside the leaves too, when I have dried them. So that's a bit fun. So thank you for keeping me company, and I hope this inspired you to do the same. And you will see these in my journal and how I put them in. But I'm going to cut them out, just a little bit like fussy cutting them a bit roughly, and use them as decorations. And you can also take part of it. You don't need to use all of it. You can take just that part and put in. And maybe 3 leaves on some of your ephemera. That's fun too. So go paint and have fun, and I will see you soon again. Until next time, bye bye from Sweden. This is my space where I paint. I thought you might like to see where I am at the moment, and you can see that this is really in the forest. And I did sit inside today because it was raining on and off, so to be sure that my painting wouldn't get wet, I stayed inside. But now it's time to take Nico and go along the beach again. Thank you, and bye bye.